Hey people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Isabella Duke, but most of my friends call me Bella. If you are seeing me for the very first time, you are very much welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for clicking on this video and for your love and support that you've been showing. So I know it's been a while. I just want to find out how you guys were doing. How was your week? How have you been? Let me know in the comment section. So like I said earlier, it's been a while, and let's just say it's been a rough couple of weeks. Most of my viewers are based in Nigeria, because I am a Nigerian, obviously. Yeah, we all know what has been happening for the past 2-3 weeks. I know I'm a bit late, but it's never too late to talk about all these things. I wanted to do a video on this. I asked some people who have been affected by this and people who had experienced these things to, come forward and let me know their experiences. But unfortunately, only one person got back to me with their response. But it's fine. Not everybody wants to talk about what they've been through. No, some people were actually scared. Some people thought I was doing it for clout. Some people but at the end of the day, it's fine as long as we all just pass the message out. But please, I just want to say that we shouldn't lose hope. We shouldn't lose focus. Hopefully, Nigeria will be the Nigeria of our dreams in the future. So today, I'm going to be doing a very short video. So if you want to see what it's about, keep on watching. So guys, like I said earlier on, today's video is going to be short, and I'll be telling you guys 5 basic essential things that you need as you are entering the university, but you didn't know you needed them. There are things you might already have. They might not be important to you, but I just feel like there are things that are really essential for me when I was entering the university. So I don't know, I might just mention a few of them. The first one has to be headphones. Headphones are very essential and very vital. You might think you don't need them, but they are needed a lot. Sometimes when you just want to watch a movie or you want to listen to music and everywhere is rowdy, your headphones are your lifesavers. Most of the time you'll be surrounded by people. When you go to class, when you go to your hostel, you're going to be filled. People are going to be everywhere. So I'd advise you to get some type of headphones, earphones, AirPods, whatever you can use or whatever is available for you to use. Get them. If you don't have one, or if you don't have headphones, just get them. Some you can find them very cheap. They are everywhere. You can't say you don't have them. Number 2 on the list has to be a jotter or a journal or some type of, maybe an organizer if you have one. So basically, I think why that is very important to me is maybe because I've just cultivated the habit of writing important things down. Even right now, right here, I have would I call it a jotter? A notepad. It doesn't have to be something fancy. It doesn't have to be something too extravagant. Something affordable and accessible. Something you can carry along with you. If I have something I just thought of and I want to write it down and I don't want to forget, I always have this book handy in somewhere reachable and in my reach basically. So I would advise you, if you're going to school or if you're just entering the university and maybe a lecturer gives you an assignment or there's something you need to write down that you need to remember, or maybe the amount of money you've spent that week, you just want to keep track and kind of just remember, because these things are actually very important. You need to learn how to. I'm not the most organized person, do not get me wrong. Number 3 has to be some sort of external storage device, because this is optional. So I would advise you to get maybe a memory card, an external hard drive, a flash drive if you can, or a laptop. If you have a laptop, you're one of the luckiest people on earth. So you can transfer all those things to your laptop, so they will be accessible to you. So you don't just go deleting important documents when your phone is full or something like that. So that's that about external storage. Number 4 on the list is protection. Sun protection. Anything that can protect you from the sun, get it. It can be sunscreen, face caps, it can be hats, it can be sunglasses. The weather changes anyhow in Nigeria, and it can be really stressful. I think the first time I entered school, from like the first semester, I grew a shade darker. It was very terrible. Like I was born, and I would come home and my mom would be like, have you just been standing under the sun? I'm like, no, it's just me walking to class. And I didn't know how much it affected my skin. I don't have the most perfect skin, but it affected my skin, and my skin got worse. So if you have some sort of like sunshade, sunscreen or something to protect you from the sun, get it. If you don't have one, go and get one. Number 1 on my list has to be common sense. I know you're like, this girl just said common sense, and it is the truth. You're going to the university, you're being free, you don't have parents to supervise you, nobody's telling you go for lectures, nobody's doing this. I know everybody has heard this 1 or 2 times or like 1,000 times, but there's some things your parents won't tell you, there's some things your friends won't tell you, there's some things your senior siblings won't tell you that you should already know. So I advise you, if you don't have common sense, go and find how you get common sense, because university life is totally different from secondary school. I didn't know that. I'm currently in a federal university, and trust me, it is the ghetto. I was so used to being caged and everything that I didn't know what to expect. And when I got to university, it was a totally different ballgame. I don't even know how to explain the experience, but as time goes on, you kind of get used to it. But the thing is that you just have to be smart and know what you're doing. You're going there to do. I'm not the best person to give advice. I don't know how to give advice. I'm just in my 2nd year, but that's the only piece of, let me just say, information that I can give you as you're entering university. So I hope this video was helpful to somebody that's about to enter the university. Most of us are having online classes at the moment, and we haven't resumed school physically. That's why I'm doing this video now, so you guys can prepare yourselves. And yeah, Bella told you that. So I have a very big announcement. It's not very big, but it pertains to this channel, so for me it is very big. I will be introducing a new segment where a couple of my friends and I will be discussing things that I feel people relate to. So it will just be like our own little talk show where you can chip in your views, your ideas, and yeah, it will just be a very fun thing. I think I don't have a name for this segment. I'm probably going to create a playlist for that later on, but trust me, it's going to be amazing. That segment was inspired by FK Abudu and Jola. They have this podcast, the I Said What I Said podcast. My cousin introduced me to that podcast, I think earlier in September, and I loved it. There are 2 amazing women. For those who followed the whole NSAS movement, you should know who FK Abudu is. So she has a podcast with her friend Jola, and they just discuss so many issues, and it's just like the funniest thing to listen to. I think the first time I listened to the podcast, I was on my way home back from my mom's office, and it felt like I was having a conversation with my friends or with people I knew. So I want my viewers, literally everybody watching this channel, everybody that comes to this channel, to feel like you're having a good discussion with your friends, or you're enjoying yourself while you're listening to this, and it's something you can relate to, most importantly. So that's why this segment is very important to me. If you have any ideas, if you know what you want to see later on the channel, what you want us to talk about, please let me know in the comment section below. So guys, today's song of the week, I'm not giving you guys a song this week. I'm going to be giving you guys an album. Yo, so Starboy Machala, the greatest of all time, Wizkid dropped his Made in Lagos album, and trust me, it is amazing. I don't know if you've listened to the other songs that I have been putting previously on my channel, but you know that by now you should know that I have good taste in music. So trust me on this when I tell you Wizkid's album is amazing. If you're a subtle person, you like listening to songs that you just vibe to, you don't stress too much, you just enjoy yourself as you're listening to it, you need to listen to that album. Trust me, you're going to fall in love. Please let me know your views on the album, let me know your views on this episode, send me screenshots of you watching this video. Thank you so much for staying to the end. All my handles and description box, so if you want to reach out, if you want to talk, basically, don't forget to show love to everybody you know. I don't want to sound like Ellen DeGeneres, but be kind to one another, basically. Thank you again for watching this video to the end. You're an amazing person. Goodbye.